Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine and this is Christine Sews a Lot. Welcome to Friday Sews. Now on Friday Sews, I will be talking about what I've been working on, my upcoming sewing plans, and a little bit about life. But before I get into that, let me tell you what I'm wearing. Today I'm wearing the Mandy Boat Tee by Tizzuti Fabrics. This is a free pattern. I made this in March as an entry into the Sew Frugal 22 challenge that was run by Rowan of the Yorkshire Sew Girl and Sam from Frugalissima. I love this t-shirt. Now this was the toile and I did learn a few things from this. One, I learned to stay in my own lane. I tried to stretch myself and go for a fabric choice that was not typical for me. And this pattern of loud colors is not typical me. I like it on other people, just not for me. The only change I'm going to make when I sew my next version is I'm going to bring the neckline in some. I think this is a little too wide. It has the want of showing my bra straps, and I just think if I bring it in half an inch, it will just be so much better. I made a Mandy Boat tee for my mother, and I think she would like another one as well. I wore this t-shirt today so I could remind myself of what I liked about the pattern and what I might want to change. So I'm going to make those slight adjustments to the neckline, and I will be sewing myself a couple of Mandy Boat tees as good basics for the wardrobe. I think what I like about it is that the sleeves are a little more fitted, and the bodice of the top is loose and boxy. I like the drop shoulder to it. It's comfortable, and it's a top that I think can read as very casual or as a little dressy casual, at least for a knit top. So I'm going to be making myself a couple more of those before the weather gets cool. Now let me show you where I am on the Chalk and Notch View B of the Evelyn skirt. I'm going to insert a photo up here so that you can see what version I'm talking about. I've been working on a toile of this, and I've got a lot done. I have attached the back pieces and the front pieces. I have my slit facing in and the hem facing in. All that was left to do was to sew the waistband to the waistband facing, sew it to the top of the skirt, and add my buttons, and I would be finished. I ran into a little snag. I don't know if I stretched out my waistband or if I made an error in cutting or took too big of a seam allowance. But my waistband interfacing and the waistband do not equal each other. So I need to take a moment to review my instructions, pull out the pattern pieces and see where I went wrong, and then I'll be able to finish this up. This is just a toile, but I think it will be a wearable toile. I may need to adjust the back center seam, and this could be where I went wrong. The back center seam has a 2 centimeter seam allowance. All other seam allowances are 1 centimeter. And I'm thinking that maybe on my piece that's a little too short that I took the 2 centimeter seam allowance either too many times, or in the other one I did a 1 centimeter where I needed a 2. So I just need to be in the right frame of mind to pull all these things out and double check. It's not that difficult. It's just not as much fun as straight up sewing something. So I moved on to 2 new projects, and those projects that I'm looking at down here are related to my life update. I got a little job. So I got a part-time job working at a local sewing studio. And in preparation for my first day of work, I made myself a name badge. I just thought this was so bright, colorful, and cute. I had some scrap linen that I used, and this is actually a luggage tag, and I'm going to be attaching a lanyard and wearing this as a name badge while I work. So I thought that was really cute. My mother asked me, well, Christine, was this required for you to have a self-made name badge? And I told her no, it was just because I was extra. So for my first day of work, I am going to be making myself a special outfit. And I already showed you the fabric. I hadn't been officially offered the job when I showed you the fabric. This is what I'm going to be making, the Cleo Pinafore by Tilling the Buttons, out of this really fun Ruby Star Society canvas. It is 80% cotton, 20% linen. I love the feel of this. Really do love this fabric. And I love the design on it. Let me bring it up so you can get a closer look. It's all these colorful scissors and snips with little triangle designs on this turquoisey peacock blue color, and I love it. I think this is going to be super cute. So I'm making the Cleo Pinafore. I have already made one before last winter, and I absolutely loved the Pinafore. So it was a no-brainer that I wanted to make another one. I took several of Karen's tips from So Little Time on constructing the Cleo Pinafore. She found that if she took the skirt, which comes in a little bit but had it flare out, that it didn't shimmy up as much when she walked. So I made my first version with Karen's alterations, and it still creeps on me a little bit. Now Karen's much trimmer than me, so I'm sure it works fine for her, but I decided I wanted to line my Cleo Pinafore, and that way it won't grip and ride up along my tights, because I do wear leggings or tights with it. So let me show you my lining. This is the fabric that I'm going to use to line my Cleo Pinafore. It's just really fun, and it'll be nice and slippery against my tights. It's got all these koi fish and these pastel colors against this gold background. So my first task for sewing up the Cleo was I changed my overlock of thread to the rainbow thread, my serger, and that will just be such a fun inside. So I'll have my koi fish, I'll have the rainbow thread, and I'm going to add a patch from the Kylie and the Machine Advent Calendar from last year. So I have two patches, and I can't decide which one I'm going to use. Both of them, I think, work well with the fabric. I'm going to put the patch along the pocket. I'm only going to put a pocket at the top chest area. I'm not going to put them on the lower part of the pinafore because I just don't think I would use those pockets. So my options are this crystal ball that says "Making is Magic," and I will most likely be wearing black tights and a black turtleneck or t-shirt underneath the pinafore. I could go with some of these other bright colors, but I know the leggings will be black and my shoes or boots will be black. So that's one option. The other option for a patch to go across the pocket is this sewing box in this pretty lilac color with all the different sewing notions. And I think either of them will work. I just can't decide which one. I'm gonna have to make a decision soon because I want to apply the patch to the pocket before I sew it onto my pinafore. So if you have an idea of which you prefer, let me know. I need to make a decision soon because I will be finishing this up this weekend. I have the sewing box and I have the crystal globe. Both of them are really cute. I don't think I want to put them both on, but I don't know. I need to make a decision on what patch I'm going to put on the pinafore. Last year, Charlie had a surprise gift of the Kylie Machine Advent Calendar. And by surprise, he is always surprised when he finds out what he gives me. This year, his surprise gift is the Beyond the Pink Door Advent Calendar. Since I enjoyed having an Advent Calendar so much, I knew that Charlie would want me to have that surprise for this Advent season. Do you love a surprise, or would you rather just go ahead and get the gift you want and tell your partner or husband or wife, this is what you got me? Let us all know below. I have 2 sewing challenges that I'm going to be participating in the fall. The month of October, Karen from Sew Little Time and Becky from Notes from the Sewing Room are running the challenge hashtag Sew Upcycle 22. I'm going to link the intro videos below. My video will be coming out in the middle of the month. The challenge is basically to take something that you're not using, not to go out and purchase something, but take something you have and upcycle it into a garment for a human being. That will be in the month of October. Then in the month of November, I'm going to be participating in the hashtag A Gift to November. This is a challenge being run by Adam from Adam Sews and Allison from Sew Like Dottie. And it's just what you'd think it would be. It's sewing gifts in the month of November, and this will be good for me to get some of my Christmas sewing out of the way before the busy season that starts in December. I'm really excited about both of these challenges. I follow all of these YouTubers. I really like their content. I want to support them. You probably are already following it. If you don't, go and check them out. They've got some really good content, and I'm excited to participate in their challenges. November, I'm going to be sewing a lot of gifts, but I don't want to forget myself. Our cool weather sewing time is really short, so I want to make sure I get a couple of garments sewn up for myself in November and December so that I have some chance to wear it before it gets hot again. I'm going to insert a picture of my grandson wearing his tiger outfit. He kept raving about these pajamas and how much he loved that it had pockets and how well they fit him. It was so rewarding for him to enjoy them so much and be able to communicate to me how much. He loved those pajamas more than if I gave him a big bag of money. Maybe it's not as much as if I had a big bag of Pokemon cards, but he loves those pajamas, and I think I will have some more Hudson pants in the future, probably for my November gift sewing, because the boys love them and they wear them and wear them and wear them, and they will choose them over other clothes, which just makes me so happy. So that's what I've been up to. I'm going to be going back to work soon. Let me know which patch you think would be the better patch for my Cleo pocket. It's the top pocket of the pinafore. Which one do you think I should put on there? So excited to have a new dress. So excited to have a new job. Good things. I'm even so excited to have my rainbow thread back in my serger. Let me know what's going on in your world. And until next time, I hope you have a joyful week and you find the good in all things, especially sewing. Bye.